Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Motivational Mentor. Let's talk about something real today, something that hurts quietly. There are days when you feel invisible, days when people interrupt you while you're speaking, days when your time feels unimportant to others. Maybe you open your heart and someone laughs. Maybe you set a boundary and someone ignores it. And slowly, without saying it out loud, you start asking yourself, why don't they respect me? But here's the uncomfortable truth. Respect is not handed to you. It's not gifted. It's not something you demand. Respect is built from the inside out. You don't need to be rich. You don't need to be loud. You don't need to dominate every room you enter. You don't need hundreds of people clapping for you. You need one thing: deep, consistent self-respect. The kind that shows in your posture. The kind that shows in your silence. The kind that shows in your decisions when nobody is watching. Because people don't treat you based on what you say you deserve. They treat you based on what you tolerate. It starts with how you treat yourself. If you constantly say yes when you want to say no, you're teaching people that your boundaries are flexible. If you laugh at jokes that hurt your feelings, you're teaching people that your emotions are negotiable. If you allow people to interrupt you, dismiss you, or use your time carelessly, you're teaching them that your presence is cheap. And I'm not saying this to blame you. I'm saying this to wake you up. Self-respect is quiet. It's not dramatic. It doesn't scream. It doesn't threaten. It simply decides. Imagine someone invites you somewhere, but you're exhausted. You need rest. You don't want to go. But you say yes anyway because you don't want to disappoint them. You show up tired. You force a smile. You act fine. What did you just do? You told them your comfort doesn't matter. You told them your energy is available on demand. Now imagine the opposite. You say, I appreciate the invite, but I'm going to rest tonight. No over-explaining, no guilt, no apology for needing peace. Just calm clarity. That's power. And when you live like that consistently, people feel it. They sense that your time has value because you treat it that way. They sense that your peace is protected. They sense that access to you is not automatic. Respect begins when you stop betraying yourself to keep others comfortable. Another layer of this is your body language. Before you say a single word, your body is already speaking. The way you walk into a room, the way you sit, the way you hold eye contact, the way you breathe, all of it communicates something. You've seen it before. Someone walks into a room and they don't say much. They're not flashy. They're not loud. But something about them feels solid, calm, grounded. You can't explain it, but you respect them instantly. That's presence. Presence comes from inner stability. Shoulders relaxed, posture straight but natural, movement slow and intentional. Eye contact steady but not aggressive. No rushing, no nervous fidgeting, no desperate energy. When you move like you belong, people feel it. But this isn't about pretending. It's about alignment. When you truly respect yourself, your body relaxes. You stop chasing approval. You stop trying to impress. You stop over-explaining. And that brings us to emotional control. People will test you. They will challenge you. Some will criticize you publicly. Some will try to provoke you. And in that moment, you have two choices: react or remain grounded. Most people react. They defend themselves aggressively. They raise their voices. They argue. Or they shut down completely. But the person who stays calm, the person who pauses, breathes, and responds slowly, That person gains power in the room because reacting is easy. Staying composed under pressure is strength. Being non reactive doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're not easily controlled. It means your emotions belong to you, not to the people trying to trigger you. When someone criticizes you, instead of panicking, you say calmly, I understand your perspective. And that's it. No long defense, no emotional explosion, just calm acknowledgement. People notice that. Calm energy is intimidating in a world full of emotional noise. Now let's talk about something even deeper. Your word. Your word is your reputation. If you say you'll do something, do it. If you say you'll show up at 5, be there at 4:55. Not sometimes, every time. Because reliability builds trust, and trust builds respect. When you constantly cancel, show up late, forget commitments, or give excuses, you're slowly destroying your credibility. And once credibility is gone, respect disappears with it. But when you keep your promises, even the small ones, people begin to see you differently. They trust you with opportunities. They trust you with responsibility. They trust you with leadership. And most importantly, you start trusting yourself. Self-respect grows every time you follow through. Now, here's another powerful shift. Stop trying to convince everyone. The moment you start over-explaining yourself, trying to make everyone agree with you, trying to prove your worth, you lose power. Strong people don't argue to be understood. They state their truth calmly and move on. If someone doesn't believe in your dream, you don't beg for validation. You don't debate endlessly. You don't try to win them over. You simply say, watch me. There's something magnetic about quiet certainty. You don't need approval from everyone. You don't need everyone to agree. Not everyone deserves access to your vision. Convincing people often comes from insecurity. Confidence doesn't need applause. And sometimes, the most powerful move is walking away. Walking away without drama, without long explanations, without emotional speeches, just calmly removing yourself from what disrespects you. If someone constantly drains your energy, you don't fight to change them. You step back. If a space makes you feel small, you don't beg to belong. You leave. Walking away silently says, I value my peace more than your approval. And people feel that. The ones who truly respect you will adjust. The ones who don't were never meant to stay. Finally, learn to speak less and observe more. Not every thought needs to be spoken. Not every argument needs your participation. Not every silence needs to be filled. When you speak less, your words carry weight. When you listen more, you understand power dynamics. You read the room. You see who is insecure, who is confident, who is pretending. Silence creates mystery. Silence creates control. Silence creates strength. In conversations, let others talk. Ask thoughtful questions. Maintain eye contact. And when you do speak, speak slowly, clearly, intentionally. People respect depth, no noise. At the end of the day, respect isn't about dominating others. It's about mastering yourself. It's about honoring your time, protecting your peace, controlling your reactions, keeping your word, speaking with intention, and walking away when necessary. When you respect yourself deeply, consistently, and quietly, the world adjusts, not because you demanded it, but because you became someone who cannot be treated casually. If this message connected with you, take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to Motivational Mentor for more content that helps you build real strength from the inside out. Remember this: the world will treat you the way you teach it to treat you. So teach it well.